all these tools, like our intuition, our hunches, those things that we've taken for granted that we have not paid any attention to are the things that we're going to have to start focusing on now. Because your spirit has a connection to the universal collective consciousness. That's the one we're talking about. That's the God that everybody wants to talk about. It's the collective consciousness, the one and the all in one. Okay, and your spirit is directly connected to that collective consciousness. So it has a holistic view, and it is always signaling you and guiding you, but because we have been programmed to think, not to pay attention to those etheric things, we have missed the boat, Now we're going to have to start paying attention more than ever, because it's going to give us our guidance and our direction on how to step up to our queenship, our kingship, how to become the princess and the prince of the zodiac, you see, of the universe, you see. So we have to pay attention to our spirit. That's the only thing that's going to give you the proper direction and the proper guidance, If you're looking for a leader outside of yourself, you're looking in the wrong spot. I remember Bobby Hemmett saying, when you're praying, you're just putting in a phone call to your own ass. Okay? Understand that. And thoughts are things, you guys. Thoughts are things. What you think is going to make instant manifestation on the spiritual plane, only to take a physical manifestation later down the line. Okay? So, if you're putting your energy toward the negative, excuse me, feminine. But if you're putting your, I got so many bills, or I wonder if I can, I wonder if he's going to like me, or he's not going to like me, or, I'm just going to have a bad day. You're setting the stage for that. Watch your words, watch your thoughts, because you're setting the stage for whatever it is that you're putting your energies. You're energizing that part of who you are. And so it's the three things that stunts our empowerment is our fears, our doubts, and our guilt. Okay? The minute you doubt. See, what happens is the Spirit will give you a vision. And that'll come to you in your dreams. That'll come to you. You just maybe see something out the side of your eye. You could be riding down the street and have a question on your mind, and the billboard pops up and answer that question. That's spirit. Okay? The more bizarre it is, the more spirit is trying to talk to you. Okay? So, so what you have to do is you have to, examine that. When you see that, when you see something like that coming up, you have to examine that and understand that there's a message, that you have to try to receive, that's going to give you the proper guidance. So you have to be able to look at those things and understand, be it through astrology, numerology, go get a reading, a tarot reading, or, the pendulums, anything, any of those tools. There's so many tools that we can tap into to understand why this information is coming to us or what this message is all about. And once we tap into that, we get our guidance from that, and things will blossom. We're getting into the spiritual rotation, and things will open up and things will blossom for us. But as we continue to fight and stay on that physical rotation, to operate from the physical perspective, we're going up against the grain of the universal forces, you see, which is the spiritual forces. That's a wear and tear. That's friction, okay? You get tear down, break down, you see. You're going up against the dominant energy. It's best to get in tune and flow with it, to flow with it, you see. Like right now, we're in the Aries energy. That's the spiritual warrior. That's fire. That's new beginnings, new beginnings. So you want to begin a project? You want to begin something? Is there something new that you want to start right now? This is the energy to work, This would be the energy to work. You know, understand the earth element, that's about healing and health, the tangible things, you know. You want health, you want to heal someone, you get into whatever, you know, the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So when the energies, when the moon is demonstrating that energy, when the sun is demonstrating that energy, those are the times when that energy is prominent. That's when you tap into that energy, you know. So whatever is happening, like right now, Aries, fire, you know, the full moon, Libra. So you want justice, you want partnership issues to work out, you know. Now you want to appeal to the air, because Libra falls under air, okay. So you're gonna use that light blue candle, you know, to do your ritual, to activate those forces that are prominent right now to do your bidding. See, this is what you have to do. You have to understand that those hunches, those intuitions, that information, that Pandora's box, those mystical, those occult things, all those things that they have tried to turn us against are the things that will empower us. And that's the reason why we have been turned against it, you see. This physical world is definitely going down. It's going out, you know. And if you want to if you want to invest in that, you know, your time is limited. You're not going to have very much time left to enjoy that, you know. And the reason why, and I say that the ones that are suffering the most right now are the ones that Spirit is trying to move out of the way, you know, because they know this thing is coming down in a big way. And if you've moved on and you've discovered your powers, when it falls down, you don't even have to look back. You don't even have to look back, because you already know, you know, that isn't about you anyway. That's in opposition to where you're going. You know, we want the apocalypse. We want to cheer it on. We want to contribute to that. Every time, I know they must think I'm crazy, me and my daughter-in-law, every time a catastrophe happened, we were on the phone laughing our heads off. You know? Did you hear about the airplane that went down? You know, they must think we're crazy. You know, we're sitting up there cheering this thing on, because this is the return. That Saturn energy that was prophesied to return, that is our Father energy. That is representing us. And that is crystallization. That's why they call it the Christ energy. You know, this is the return. That's why they have movies with Will Smith, you know, leading the way to fight the meteors and all, because what they want us to do now, they want to preach a message of love. You know, there's love. You know, they know what time it is. They didn't study the DNAs. They didn't raid the tombs. They know what time it is. You know, and so now we want to embrace them, fight against anything that's coming up against this earth. You know, when they know that's us, you know, coming over to take over the power and control, you know, and they want us to band with them to fight against our own energy, to stop this apocalypse, you know. This is time, you know, to bring it on. Let it fall down, because it's not, you know, it's not a righteous civilization that we're in now, and we're the only ones that's going to bring